Welcome to Hot Drama TV.
From 3 million to 10 million fans. Liu Yuning's hilarious livestream confession that shook the internet. When Liu Yuning opens his mouth during a livestream, you can be sure something memorable is about to happen. The man known for his magnetic voice and disarming charm once again turned a casual chat into an unforgettable moment. This time he shared a story so funny, so ironic that it instantly became the talk of the internet. Years ago, when he was still a rising nobody, he once asked a company for 3 million yuan to sign him, only to be turned down. A few weeks later, his fame exploded, and his fan count rocketed past 10 million. And the best part? Liu Yuning laughed as he told it. "Back then I thought, well, that's enough," he joked to his viewers before adding with a playful grin. "Now, even if it's 100 million, I wouldn't sign." Then came the punchline that made fans erupt in laughter. "Thank you for not signing me." That one line, equal parts humor, confidence, and revenge, became an instant meme. Comments poured in like a flood. Imagine being that company now, they must be crying. He literally rejected being underpaid and became priceless. Liu Yuning just turned rejection into a masterclass in self-worth. But behind the laughter lies something deeper. A story of persistence, timing, and self-belief that defines Liu Yuning's entire journey in China's entertainment industry. The 3 million gamble that changed everything. Years ago, before fame and fortune, Liu Yuning was just another dreamer with a guitar and a handful of followers. He had the talent, the looks, and the hunger, but not yet the stage. When a small entertainment company reached out, they saw potential, but not the powerhouse he would become. "They wanted to sign me," he recalled. "And I thought, if I'm going to do this, it has to change my family's life. So I said, 3 million. Enough to buy a villa for my mom." The company hesitated. 3 million, for an unknown singer from Dandong? They passed. And then fate did its thing. Within weeks, Liu Yuning's music videos began to circulate online. His soulful voice, once confined to street performances and live streams, spread like wildfire across social platforms. People weren't just listening, they were sharing. They were following. They were falling in love with the sincerity that poured out of every note. 10 million fans later, Liu Yuning didn't just get the villa, he got the last laugh. Now even 100 million won't do. When he said it, he wasn't bragging. His tone was light teasing, full of the same boyish humor that made fans adore him. Now 100 million wouldn't be enough, he said, chuckling as the chat exploded with heart emojis and laughing faces. The moment captured something rare in celebrity culture. Gratitude wrapped in irony. It wasn't bitterness toward the company that once passed on him. It was gratitude for being forced to walk his own path. "If they had signed me," he said, "maybe I wouldn't be who I am today." That simple reflection hit home for many. The idea that rejection, rather than success, can sometimes be the greatest blessing resonated deeply with fans. "He turned failure into motivation," one comment read. "That's why he deserves everything he has now." The man who refused to be defined. Liu Yuning's rise wasn't overnight. It was built on years of grinding, performing, and most importantly, believing. He began as a street singer in Liaoning province, performing in small bars and outdoor plazas, often for pocket change. There was no record label, no powerful backer, just talent and tenacity. His breakthrough came through the internet. His covers on short video platforms attracted millions, and his sincerity, his ability to connect through a screen, made people stay. Soon that sincerity turned into a movement. From humble livestream rooms to national TV stages, Liu Yuning became a symbol of what persistence can achieve in the digital age. His every appearance, whether on music shows or acting in hit dramas like The Story of Yanxi Palace or Folding Waist, carried that underdog energy. The same one that once dared to ask for 3 million yuan because he believed he was worth it. "Thank you for not signing me." The line that defines his journey. When Liu said, "Thank you for not signing me," fans felt the power of a full circle moment. It wasn't arrogance, it was liberation. He didn't need validation from the industry gatekeepers anymore. He had built his empire brick by brick, fan by fan. Today, with over 10 million loyal followers, multiple hit songs, chart-topping soundtracks, and a flourishing acting career, Liu Yuning represents more than a celebrity. He represents hope, that even in an industry obsessed with connections and contracts, Raw talent and authenticity still win. And yet, through it all, he remains grounded. I used to think success was about money, he said once in another live stream. Now I think it's about doing what you love and being loved for it. Fans, the real reason behind his smile. Watching him interact with his fans, it's easy to see why his live broadcasts are always packed. He jokes, teases, sings, tells awkward stories about his past, and occasionally drops wisdom that sounds like stand-up comedy. But beneath the humor lies genuine warmth. His fans often call him Ninggu, Brother Ning, and he treats them like family. During the same live stream, one fan asked him if he ever regretted not signing the deal. Liu grinned and replied, "Regret? No way. If I had, maybe I wouldn't have met all of you." Cue the comment section melting into chaos. Thousands typed, "We're the lucky ones." And for once, the internet felt like a big happy living room. The company that hesitated. No one knows exactly which company he was referring to, but the story spread fast. Some insiders whispered guesses, others claimed to know, but Liu himself didn't name names. He didn't have to. Everyone got the message. The entertainment industry is full of stories about missed opportunities. Actors turned down for iconic roles, singers rejected before their first hit. But Liu Yuning's story feels especially poetic because it's not just about fame, it's about value. He knew his worth before anyone else did, and that confidence paired with patience changed everything. More than luck. The anatomy of a self-made star. Liu's story reminds us that success is rarely linear. Before he had millions of fans, he had countless nights of doubt. Before the glamorous stages, he had endless live streams where he sang to a few dozen people. But he kept showing up. That consistency, his willingness to grind when no one was watching, is what turned him from a wannabe into a national icon. Today he's not only a singer but also an actor, a live stream host, a brand ambassador, and an unintentional motivational figure. His fans often quote his line, "If you don't believe in yourself, who will?" as their daily mantra. And in an age where many celebrities hide behind perfection, Liu's imperfections make him relatable. He laughs at himself, admits his fears, and never pretends to be someone he's not. A laugh, a lesson, and a legacy. It's funny how life works. A rejected offer that once felt like a setback turned out to be the spark of independence. That "thank you for not signing me" moment wasn't just a joke, it was a declaration of freedom. In an industry where people often chase validation, Liu Yuning chose self-respect. He turned down shortcuts, trusted the slow burn of authenticity, and let time prove his worth. Now, with sold-out concerts, blockbuster drama roles, and millions hanging on his every word, he stands as living proof that you don't need to be chosen to succeed. You just need to choose yourself. And that, perhaps, is the real message behind the laughter that echoed through his live stream. When Liu Yuning laughed and said, "Now 100 million won't do," it wasn't arrogance, it was destiny speaking. It was the sound of a man who once believed in himself when no one else did. He turned rejection into rhythm, self-belief into melody, and humor into healing. And as the live stream ended, fans flooded the chat with one final message that summed it all up perfectly. "You didn't need that contract, Ninggu. The world signed you instead."